Have you ever heard of a man who could command a massive rock to bring forth a living creature? This is the story of Prophet Sholeh. A figure shrouded in mystery, Sholeh is a significant personality in Islamic tradition. Born into the tribe of Thamud, he was an extraordinary individual even in his early years. The tribe of Thamud was known for its disbelief, its people stubborn and resistant to the idea of a single divine entity. Yet, in this challenging environment, Sholeh was chosen for an incredible task: to bear the mantle of prophethood. His mission was not only to guide his people away from their disbelief, but to show them the path of righteousness and monotheism. His story is marked with trials, tribulations, and a miracle that left his tribe in awe. But how did a man convince a rock to obey? Let's delve into the heart of the story. Now imagine a rock splitting and a gigantic camel emerging. This was Prophet Sholeh's miracle. A tale as old as time, the story of Prophet Sholeh and the miraculous she-camel is a poignant testament to faith, obedience, and the consequences of defiance. In the ancient city of Thamud, Prophet Sholeh was tasked with guiding his people towards righteousness. As part of his divine mission, he was granted a miracle. This was no ordinary miracle. It was a living, breathing testament to God's power. A she-camel, magnificent in stature and miraculous in origin, born from a solid rock. Now this was not a spectacle for amusement. It was a test of faith, of obedience, and of respect for the divine. The people of Thamud were asked to share their water with the she-camel, to let her roam freely, and most importantly, to cause her no harm. The reaction was mixed. Some saw the miracle for what it was, a sign from the heavens. They respected the she-camel, recognizing her as a symbol of God's power and mercy. Others, however, were skeptical. They questioned the purpose of the she-camel, finding it difficult to share their resources with a creature they saw as an intruder. The skepticism gradually turned into hostility. The she-camel, once a symbol of divine power, became a target of resentment. The decision to harm the camel was not an impulsive act of violence, but a calculated move, a deliberate defiance of divine command. Prophet Sholeh, aware of the brewing storm, issued a warning, a clear, unequivocal warning. He told his people, "Harm the camel, face the wrath of God." The message could not have been more straightforward. The consequences of their actions were laid out for them. The choice was theirs to make. So, what did they do? Did they heed the warning and change their ways? Or did they ignore the divine caution, choosing to satisfy their immediate anger over their long-term well-being? Prophet Sholeh's warning was clear: harm the camel, face the wrath of God. But did they listen? The answer to this question leads us to the next chapter of our story, the punishment of Thamud. Stay tuned as we delve deeper into this fascinating tale. Despite the clear warning, the Thamud people chose to ignore Prophet Sholeh. Their fate was sealed. In the grand tapestry of history, the Thamud's defiance stands as a stark testament to the consequences of arrogance and disbelief. They were warned, given a sign in the form of the miraculous she-camel, yet they chose to ignore the divine message. Their punishment was swift and devastating. An earthquake, a force of nature beyond human control, was sent to the Thamud. Their grand structures, their homes, their very civilization, all crumbled to the ground in a cataclysmic display of divine power. Yet amidst this chaos, Prophet Sholeh and the believers were spared. They stood as the sole survivors in a landscape of destruction, saved by their unwavering faith. In the face of divine wrath, no one could save the Thamud. Their story serves as a stark reminder for us all. The story of Prophet Sholeh is more than just a tale of ancient times. It's a lesson that resonates even today. As we delve into the core teachings from Sholeh's narrative, we see the paramount importance of obedience to God. Sholeh consistently demonstrated his unwavering faith and submission to God's will, setting an example for all of us. His story is also a stark reminder of the consequences of disbelief. The Thamud people, despite witnessing the miracle of the she-camel, chose to reject the divine message and faced a severe punishment as a result. This teaches us that denial of God's signs can lead to dire consequences. Lastly, the miracle of the she-camel embodies the power of divine intervention to guide us. Miracles are not mere displays of divine might. They are signs meant to steer us towards faith and obedience. As we reflect on Prophet Sholeh's story, remember, miracles happen, not to show off divine power, but to guide us towards the path of faith and obedience.